living food, so amazing. Eat life. Hi guys, welcome to my Livelightwel channel. And today I'm going to talk about what the Gerson Therapy is. So I'm just recording this in pieces. So to start with, I'd like to talk about what the causes of disease are. There are really kind of four main causes of disease. And those are when cells are damaged by toxins. That could be excitotoxins, pollutants, chemicals, carbon monoxide poisoning, gasoline fumes, all of that sort of thing. That includes excitotoxins in our food as well, things like yeast and other toxins that blow out the neurological system and overload it. Parasites, that would include large and small and microscopic parasites, viruses, bacteria, molds, starvation, malnutrition, and heavy metals as well. So heavy metals include aluminum, lead, mercury, and of course radiation. All of these elements have an extremely traumatic effect on your body, and your body has to constantly detoxify, deal with, and remove them. From when your body gets overloaded, you start to have things like inflammation. And what happens is that at this point, your digestive system is malfunctioning because your detoxifying and cleaning organs, your major organs, are starting to malfunction and become overloaded with toxins. So other factors causing disease, which you will find out if you go to Gerson, is cells lose potassium, they swell with water, creating inflammation, and then this affects your cell energy level, your literal body energy level, your ATP production, which regulates oxygen throughout the body as well. So that's one of the major causes. A weakening of the cleansing and detoxifying organs, which includes, of course, the liver, the kidneys, obviously the heart, but the main one being the liver, which is so close to your stomach, and your stomach is 70% of your lymph. So that's another major cause of disease. The inability to heal is also caused by abnormal mineral balances. So that would be, again, what we've referred to as the potassium, magnesium, etc. Improper functioning of the pancreas, poor digestion and elimination. So again, potassium affects the stomach acidity, and if you've got all these parasites and plaque buildup and all this sort of thing running through your colon and your lymphatic system, then you're not going to be able to absorb much, and in fact they're going to also drain all of your nutrients. And that's part of the congested lymphatic system, because they don't just sit in your gut. When you have parasites, and they could be microscopic or large, any size bacteria, they actually weave throughout your lymphatic system, which is all over your entire body. So that's another major cause of disease. And of course, mental and emotional stress. So that includes the loss of loved ones. I think I've already gone into a bit of this, loss of important relationships. There's a supreme spiritual dimension to this, because it's the idea that you're not unconditionally loved can cause illness, a lack of trust, and negative, fearful emotions. So it's good to stay away from negative things, negative people, fear, and to really get close to your maker. There's no other way I can put it, because I would hate to think I was in charge of everything in God, so there's no one else. And, in my experience, the more I press in to try to find God, the closer I get. But the spiritual is not resolved by the Gerson Therapy, but it is an influence that they discuss. So if you're dealing with naysayers about the specific doing the Gerson or any other special diets, it's good to just avoid those people and just focus on your healing and focus on the love that is out there for you. Go to livelightwel.com and the spiritual pull down menu to learn more about spirituality and healing. The Gerson Therapy basically has four components to it. And those components are, firstly, juicing, secondly, diet, third, coffee enemas, and fourth, a number of supplements. You can't do the Gerson therapy and be excluding any of these things, because the Gerson therapy is working to both detoxify your body and strengthen your body with nutrients, phytonutrients, enzymes, minerals, supplements. So with the juicing, first of all, you have 4 juices. You have a citrus juice you drink in the morning, which is usually orange or orange and grapefruit and lime. You have a carrot apple juice, which is a mix of carrot juice and apple juice. And you have a green juice that you drink, which is cabbage, romaine lettuce, a number of other leafy greens, including watercress, which strongly fights cancer. It also has green apple in it, green pepper, Swiss chard, beet leaves. It's got a lot of different leaves in it. You can follow up more on the green juice and all the other juices with my playlist of Gerson healing juices. The fourth and final juice is just carrot juice alone. So carrot juice is highly alkalinizing. It brings oxygen to the body, and the pectin binds with heavy metals. The carrot juice kills yeast. Mixing it with the apple juice helps to draw the minerals out of the juice and the nutrients out of the carrots. The romaine juice is calming. The purple cabbage has so many anti-cancer agents in it, including the watercress. It helps to prevent the feeding of cysts or tumors in the body. It also helps to balance out with the coffee enemas, the juice. Taking an electrolyte formula won't do that, because the juices are basically working synergistically in your body. In other words, they're working together in multiple combinations to heal your body. So you can't take a reductionist approach to healing your body like conventional medicine does, where they say, okay, well, juice has potassium in it. Let's put potassium together with some vitamin C and a lot of water, and we'll have something that is the equivalent of an apple. And it's not the same thing. And it's very difficult to calculate or even predict how all of the elements in an organic food work together for conventional science, even today, to understand that. So you're dealing with multiple interactions that are maybe to the power of 10. So it's best to have the pure fruit or vegetable, or a combination of fruits and vegetables in your juice. And there's a particular order in which you take the juices as you take them throughout the day. So that's the Gerson therapy with respect to juices in a nutshell. But again, please watch my videos and my playlists on these juices. So the next component of the Gerson therapy are the supplements that you take. Those supplements include B12, HCl, hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes, Gerson's own potassium compound, which you can get compounded at compounding pharmacies, niacin. One of the most important ones is CoQ10, which replaces what he previously used, which was liver juice. It's very difficult to make liver juice. So now people just take CoQ10 ubiquinol. The potassium formula helps to pour more potassium into the body. Potassium compound is made with potassium acetate, gluconate, and phosphate. Those are the 3 kinds of potassium in the compound. I'm going to have a playlist which I will include what some of the benefits of potassium are. I found a really good video on it. But the potassium basically raises your potassium levels, and that helps with the cell's ability to repel disease. So it's an essential compound to be taking. Of course, almost all the foods on the Gerson diet are high in potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte, and electrolytes conduct electricity throughout the body. So that includes salt, magnesium, potassium, calcium. Potassium pumps on the surface of our cells act like an enzyme on the surface of the cell, and then they fuel the cell to generate electricity. Potassium also moderates the passage of other electrolytes and minerals. So the passage of calcium, magnesium, salt into or out of the cell is regulated by potassium. So if potassium is not abundant in your system or operating correctly, then that's how disease and inflammation actually get into the cell. One of the very important things that potassium does is that it enables your stomach to create hydrochloric acid so that you can digest food. So if you're low on potassium, then you're going to have challenges digesting your food. And this is why it's one of the key factors in tipping your body back into a healing mode. And it's one of the ways of helping to strengthen your stomach again, aid digestion and absorption of nutrients. So the Lugol's iodine. Iodine is a natural part of our body that's in our body in an abundance, and it assists with the ATP cycle in the body. So that's the moderation of and delivery of oxygen throughout the body. It also assists with the thyroid, so that's why it's essential. Now, there are some other supplements that I haven't mentioned, but again, I always say I am not a doctor, so as you listen to this, keep it in mind. I do suggest that you contact Gerson.org. I do not work for them. I hope to one day. If I get better, I will definitely work for them and go and get trained by them. Is what I'd really like to do, and I want to go to the Hippocrates Institute too. There's a lot of places where I want to go and get a lot of training, but I don't currently have it right now, so I strongly advise you go to Gerson.org and buy one of their online teaching packages, and also they can refer you to people who've dealt with your illness. So that said, hydrochloric acid in the Gerson Therapy helps to strengthen your stomach acid. Most people who are extremely ill or suffering from disease, Crohn's disease, anything like that, are dealing with low acidity generally in their stomach. The hydrochloric acid aids with digestion. It raises the acidity levels so that you can digest your food better and the body can receive nutrients and you can begin to fight off the disease. The B12, obviously, a lot of people who are ill are depleted in B12, and B12 is also a sign that you may have gut parasites. The digestive enzymes also help the body to digest the foods that you're eating. When you're ill, again, because Hippocrates even said the stomach is the seat of health. So when you're sick, generally your stomach is off and not digesting correctly. So it's essential to take the hydrochloric acid and the digestive enzymes so that you can digest the food, the nutrients that you need to fight the disease. The ubiquinol is like it's ubiquitous. It's needed in every single function of the body. There's another supplement called desiccated liver that Gerson also includes, and that is also part of the Gerson Therapy. That's why the Gerson Therapy is not considered a vegan therapy. There are a lot of the digestive enzymes, the desiccated thyroid. These are animal products, so that's why Gerson is not considered a vegan diet. So the supplements are essential to the Gerson diet, and just make sure that you get as pure ones as you possibly can and find out where they've come from. Another major component of the Gerson diet is the food. And the food is always organic, it's always slow cooked or raw. There is practically no oil in the Gerson diet because oil, as far as I know, feeds things like parasites. It feeds cancer and disease just like sugar, refined sugars do. If you fail to prepare the food properly, if you don't eat organic food, if you eat oily food, if you eat nuts or seeds, these things are not included in the diet because they're higher in oil. You can actually, it can create complications and a failure in the diet. Hippocrates said, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. That's why food is so important and essential in the Gerson diet, because we are what we eat. They used to say that years ago. They don't say it anymore, but when I was growing up as a kid, that's what they used to say. It was, and it's a saying that we need to bring back. So a lot of the foods are slow cooked, and also the foods are washed and prepared in a particular way. They're washed in iodine, they're washed in peroxide, and there are other but more natural substances that you can wash your food in to remove all the bacteria and parasites. And Gerson strongly recommends, if you're doing any cooking at all, that you're doing it all with reverse osmosis or distilled water. Most of the food in the Gerson diet is quickly and easily digestible. It goes right through your digestive system. It's fast digesting and efficient food. I do have some of the Gerson recipes up, but be very careful. The food recipes, except for the Hippocrates soup, with the rest of the recipes, be very careful to look at the pull-down menu and look at the Gerson ingredients. For example, with my tummy cushion, which is kind of a Gerson porridge, and my ratatouille, I make them in a conventional way with oils and stuff, and then in the pull-down menu you'll see adaptations for Gerson. So please pay attention, all right? Now, essential to the Gerson therapy, of course, is the coffee enema. Now, just to be fair, coffee enemas have been in medical books up until 1970 when they were removed. So, and colon hydrotherapy was also in hospitals for quite a long time. And the reason for that is the liver is the main cleaning organ for your body. It cleans the entire bloodstream every 3 minutes. So with 70% of your lymph in your gut, it's essential when you are ill to clean your liver, to support your liver. And this is what the coffee enema does. You can see my coffee enema video and my how to roast your own coffee beans video to find out more details on it. But essentially what the coffee enema does is the palmitic acid and other qualities in the coffee enema enter the humoral portal vein and stimulate the liver to create glutathione S-transferase, which is a major body detoxifier. Okay, it attaches itself to all the free radicals and toxins in the body that are being released by the juices that in the Gerson therapy. So the juices go hand in hand with the coffee enemas, because if you just juice, your body will not be able to detoxify sufficiently. You've got to be pulling the toxins out as you detoxify the cells. So everything is being swept out. So this is what the stimulation of the glutathione does. And of course, the coffee enema is held for 15 minutes. This raises the glutathione levels up to 700%. And now the gut becomes a place where dialysis is taking place across the gut wall. And your blood is being cleaned and toxins are being removed from your body. And that is why the coffee enema is essential to dealing with disease or doing the Gerson therapy and juicing. Please watch my 2 videos on that. Ta-da! Now, again, as I always say, it is essential to do 3 glasses of juice with every coffee enema to maintain your electrolyte balance. But the Gerson therapy, again, is not just about electrolyte balance. It is about strengthening the body, detoxifying the cells, and getting nutrients into the body. So just some potassium from the drugstore is not going to do the trick for you. This is an overall healing therapy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to eat well, eat life, and we'll see you again soon. Blessings.